Hagia Sophia. Its meaning is holy wisdom. With its hidden passages, symbols, intriguing angel depictions, and the countless legends that have shaped various beliefs, it remains a great vessel of mysteries even today. Prepare yourselves, we are embarking on a 1500-year journey. During its construction, 10,000 workers laboured for 5 years. When it was opened for worship in 537 AD, it became the largest temple ever built up to that time. It is even said that Emperor Justinian, referring to Solomon's temple in Jerusalem, proclaimed, "O Solomon, I have surpassed you." For many years, it was claimed that there was an underground tunnel network beneath Hagia Sophia. In 1998, for the first time, entrances were made into these tunnels and recordings were documented. Indeed, these tunnels contained strange spiral passages. They were even featured in Dan Brown's novels. Some sections of the tunnels are so narrow that you must crawl to move forward. And as you proceed, larger chambers, secret correspondence rooms, tombs containing remains of uncertain origin, and crypt rooms appear. The most fascinating part is that even 30 to 40 meters below ground, these tunnels continue, and you can easily lose your direction with almost no chance of finding your way again. It is still unknown how far these tunnels extend because many secret passages were sealed during the months when the city was besieged by the Turks. In Dan Brown's novel Inferno, a sentence appears, "Seek the treacherous Duke of Venice, the one who severed the heads of horses. And who is this treacherous Duke of Venice? That man is Henricus Dandolo. In 1204, 250 years before the Ottomans, he captured Istanbul. His tomb is located inside Hagia Sophia today, and as you walk, you are most likely stepping over his very bones. In Dandolo's tomb, his personal belongings and armour were once present. As is well known, Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror was an admirer of painting and valued Italian artists greatly. He gifted Dandolo's armour and some of his possessions to the Italian painter Bellini, who painted his portrait. What you see here is a seraphim angel. It cannot exactly be described as looking loving. Before its face was covered, it was last seen by Sultan Abdulmecid and the Swiss architect Gaspare Fossati, who restored the structure. The six-winged seraphim is believed to be one of the guardians of heaven. The most striking feature of its unsettling facial expression is that, no matter which direction you stand, it seems to be gazing directly into your eyes. According to the travelogue of Evliya Çelebi, during his time many of the icons had just been uncovered, and viewers were so astonished that they would bite their fingers in amazement. Did you know that Istanbul once had 15 talismans? During the Roman era, as the city was being constructed, various talismans were placed throughout Istanbul for different purposes. For example, the Column of Constantine or the Column of Arcadius were among these talismans. The column that stands in Sibali today was also mentioned in Evliya Çelebi's writings. According to him, the fairy-faced statue at the top of the column would let out a terrifying scream once a year, causing all the birds in the area to die. Of course, we must remember that Evliya Çelebi's mythological tales often blend fantasy with time and place. Another important talisman, known as the 14th Talisman of Istanbul, is the four-columned monument within Hagia Sophia that bears the reliefs of Azrael, Gabriel, Raphael, and Michael. According to belief, when Gabriel flaps his wings and cries out, "Abundance comes to the east." When Raphael flaps his wings, famine strikes the west. When Michael flaps his wings, a hero rises from the north, and when Azrael flaps his wings, a plague spreads across the entire world. But there is an even stranger part. These talismans were built upon ley lines. Ley lines are mystical magnetic pathways believed to run across the earth. These lines correspond to points considered centres of good and bad energy, similar to parallels and meridians. The Giza pyramids, ancient temples, and Istanbul's talismans were all built upon these ley lines. Strangely, ley lines were not discussed until the 1920s, yet the world's ancient temples situated on these lines were built thousands of years earlier, primarily by pagans. How could they have known? This was constructed as a Christian temple, yet it is clear that its builders had not fully abandoned their pagan beliefs. For instance, you can see Poseidon's three-pronged trident carved into some parts of the structure. This is believed to have been intended to protect the building from earthquakes. Inside the temple, there is also a depiction of the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is one of Christianity's most significant myths. Some believe the Grail was hidden in Hagia Sophia, and some even claim that Hagia Sophia itself is the Holy Grail. Hagia Sophia is not only a place of worship but also a system of symbols. Its architecture was designed in the shape of a square, symbolizing the earth and the physical world. In the wall paintings, holy figures are seen standing within square frames. This symbolizes, "My feet are on the earth, but my head is in the heavens." After all, the dome represents the sky that surrounds the world. Look closely, there is an inscription here. Both the Byzantines and the Ottomans once believed this was simply a crack in the marble, but what it truly says is, Haldor was here. Haldor was a Viking commander who had come to Istanbul, likely a pagan. While watching a Christian ceremony, he grew bored and carved this writing with his knife. Only in recent years has it become legible. There are also dozens of fabricated stories about Hagia Sophia. Since we're examining its mysterious aspects, it is important to approach these claims with impartiality. One of the widespread beliefs is that Hagia Sophia's main door was made from the wood of Noah's Ark. However, contrary to this claim, the wooden elements inside Hagia Sophia were mostly made from oak trees brought from North Africa. These beliefs have survived not only among Byzantine Orthodox Christians, but also among Muslims. The construction of Hagia Sophia was completed in a remarkably short period for its time, just 5 years. According to legend, this was accomplished not only by thousands of workers, but also with the help of supernatural beings, jinn, giants, and fairies. By the command of Prophet Solomon, these jinn, giants, and fairies brought colourful marble columns from Mount Kaf. One of the giants is said to have struck the marble to leave his handprint behind, and that imprint still stands in Hagia Sophia today. However, many such hand and footprint marks exist on historical structures of that period. They are remnants of pagan beliefs or signatures created by moulding the hands of emperors and engraving them into marble. In reality, there were no giants, jinn, or Mount Kaf involved. Another claim suggests that in the years when the Prophet Muhammad was born, Hagia Sophia's dome repeatedly collapsed and could not be completed. Byzantine envoys then travelled to Arabia to seek permission from a prophet, rumoured to have emerged there. According to legend, Prophet Muhammad spat on the soil of Mecca and told them, "Use this in your construction, and it will never collapse again." And thus Hagia Sophia supposedly became unshakable. Historically, however, the truth is different. Today's Hagia Sophia is the third version of the structure. 2 earlier, smaller Hagia Sophias built on the same site were destroyed by fires and raids. The current one was completed in 537. 21 years later, in 558, part of the dome collapsed. Its final reconstruction occurred then, and has survived ever since. Another claim is that Hagia Sophia's doors change in number, or that new ones are discovered. In truth, every single door has been documented in detail, and their maintenance is carried out regularly. For 1,000 years, this magnificent structure served as the coronation place of kings. Today, it is considered one of the most important architectural works in the world. Every year, more than 3 million tourists visit to encounter one of history's greatest witnesses. Interestingly, 98% of Istanbul's residents have never seen the inside of Hagia Sophia. Perhaps, as a society, we prefer to live not with the excitement of seeing reality, but with the legends living in our imaginations.